Howdy, folks. How y'all doing? Hey, Q. Hey, Mrs. Hopkins. So, Q, I didn't get any seeds planted today. Yeah, my mother-in-law came over. What did we do? We went to Lowe's and I got some more cedar to build garden beds. Came back. I fed her lunch. Then I had her go through seeds. Like I was like, "Oh, what do you want to start?" And we can go ahead and start some seeds. And then she's like, "Well, I just want to take some home." And then I was like, "Well, do you want some flower seeds?" Because I had a bunch of them. So she started going through all my flower seeds and stuff because she wants to do a butterfly garden. And that's the first pack I handed her, actually. Had a variety of butterfly garden flowers. So, hey, Vinny, how's it going? The butt crack is a little old place where two cheeks get together. Oh, that's so sweet. Benny, you're so sentimental. It's what I love about you. Hey Martha, how you been? How's Mama B doing? And Leela, beautiful Leela. Leela. Hey Martha, go ahead, put your link in. Put Q's link in, your link in. She's eating good. Good to hear it. Yeah. Yeah, it is dinner time. Your time of the woods. Your neck of the woods. So Q, how's that eye doing? Q just had cataract surgery. She said she could see so much better without her glasses as soon as she got out of the office. Thank you, Martha. So, hmm that's awesome. I really need that because my macular degeneration eye is really, really fuzzy. I think he said, "Hey, Kimber, it's good to see you, darling." He said the vision is like 30/40 or something. So, but I don't want to do what you did. I don't want to go get glasses and then get the surgery because they say when you have this macular hole surgery that I had, a lot of times it speeds up the cataract problem. So I want to go get glasses and then turn around and then have it go so bad. But I don't know. It's about time for another eye check. Spoof on Love Shack. Oh, I get it now, Vinny. I'm a little slow. I'm tired. I've had a very busy day. Uh, yeah, and so anyway, after all this stuff with my mother-in-law, then I sent her off with a bunch of food. We harvested some broccoli, a lot of greens. I gave her a box of greens. Um, what else? I gave her some of the Alma Wahlberg's spaghetti sauce I had in my freezer. If y'all don't know what that is, it's chicken wings, ribs, meatballs. What else is in there? Chicken wings, ribs, meatball, Italian sausage, and a sauce. Now, she didn't put any real spices in it. It doesn't need any because of all the flavorings of everything else. But I make big pots of it. And then, yeah, I live off of that. What else did I give her? I gave her some moussaka. I gave her blueberries, blackberries. Oh, I gave her fed her lunch, gave her dinner. I made a big stew, my lamb kind of Moroccan stew. So I gave her that for her dinner. But yeah, we had a good time today. But I'm exhausted. So, how's everyone else's week been? We just got back from out of town Tuesday, Monday, late. What time do we get home? 9 o'clock ish, something like that. Late, late. I was hoping we'd get home before the sunset, but that didn't quite happen. So, but I've been doing some scouting. So, More to come on that. More to come. Y'all are going to love next week. So I'm going to change glasses. I think these are a little cleaner. Cleaning. Yeah, I know that's right, Kimbers. That is absolutely right. I got all my laundry done for the weekend. Tomorrow we're going to work on. I already shot my Saturday garden tour video that I need to change my schedule. I'll post that tomorrow, and then we're going to harvest all of our greens tomorrow, everything, and then because that storm's coming and they're starting to bolt. That's my big thing to do. Tomorrow is cleaning and cooking a big old pot of greens. Oh, and my mother-in-law identified the mystery plant out in the garden as parsnip. I don't know if y'all remember, but on one end, I didn't know what vegetable that was. I thought it was turnip. And I pulled it up and it was a big long root, ugly, ugly root. Wasn't it like those pretty turnips or parsnips you see in the store? So, but I told her, I was like, last time we were out here, I pulled one up and I ate the greens, mixed it in with my other greens. And I said, but I don't know if it's poisonous or not. So luckily, just so you know, you can eat the tops of parsnips as greens. So little FYI. Little FYI. Yeah, I've been, Vinny, I've been up and down the Atlanta highway several times because it goes between Atlanta and Athens. Yeah. It's fun. I enjoyed seeing the B-52s, and that may be their last concert unless they do some other kind of fundraiser, kind of special concert like that. But I was so excited because, I mean, as soon as tickets went on sale for their last concert in Atlanta, they were gone. And I tried to go to the after party, same thing. The after party tickets for B-52 last thing, it sold out. So they had some DJ there who's pretty famous. He's done a lot of, I guess, mashups of different songs. I don't remember his name, but I think that's how he kind of got his start. Hey, Hike with Mike, how are you? I was just saying, I just got back from Florida Tuesday, Monday late. I'm going to switch back. Oh, yeah. Jacksonville. Well, he was born in Jacksonville, though, right, Mike? I have enemies in Jacksonville. Clowney, have you ever heard of him? The Hard Life and Times of Clowney. Showing now free on most streaming services. And then there's a part 2, Clowney Hard Life and Times of Clowney part 2. That was some of my business in Florida that I had to take care of. Yeah, you know what? It's so crazy going up around Gainesville, Ocala anymore. I mean, the congested area stopping basically on I-75 is ridiculous. That is crazy. Y'all get enough tax money from tourists to line those roads up there. And where else? The Turnpike. Oh, last time it was the villages, but there was all that construction going on. It's still going on. That slowed down last time, but not this time. This time the slowdown was Orlando and Ocala. But Orlando on the Turnpike, Ocala on 75. Yeah, it does. Ocala is still pretty though. And west of there is still pretty. All the springs and everything. Oh, I do the tubing thing. I've tubed a lot of springs in Florida, but I've never done was that Denellen and a lot of those springs up there. I've done High Springs. I haven't done Jenny Springs and some of those others. That's what I'd like to do. So they're awesome in the summertime when it's 90 degrees out. because the springs are always what, 72, 73 degrees, even in the winter. They're lovely. All right. So we have 11 people in the room. I don't know if that many is playing. Oh, oh. Did you see? Did you see? It's still there, everyone. Can you believe it? I swear. I swear. All right, here we go again. I swear that I saw it kind of folding over. I thought for sure it would be down by today. And it is still there. But I looked at it today and it's flat up against the wall. So I don't know. It may be alive. Yep, the sticky beef patty. It is okay, so a Simple Life won last week. And I always have prizes like Bimbo did, so it's kind of in honor of her. But last week, a Simple Life, I think this is probably one of the best gifts yet, right, Minnie? A Simple Life won this burger right here. And it has some lettuce in it, had some beet or tomato, onion. I think the onion is still behind the sofa, and it had the beef patty, and that's the beef patty. We just, did one of these numbers here. Oh, that one stuck, and then it drops. So anyway, but the beef patty stuck last week, and it's still there. So, make sure to come back to see if the beef patty is still stuck to the wall. Because I think, who was it that mentioned it? Oh, is it like those little slap things that used to go on the wall? Indeed it is. But I think better because I don't remember those sticky things sticking to the wall like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. So, are we ready to get started? Oh, wacky wall crawlers. Is that what they were? I remember the hand slap things too that you hold out onto and slap the wall and, yeah. All right. And now I'm over my cold, but I may cough a lot because I've been outside around all those flowering plants and trees and it's a lot. So let's get started. Oh, and Q, if she's still here, Q, she's our resident hippie. So 70s is kind of right up her alley. But I don't know how much Q was into rock and roll. I'm not sure what her jam was, but yeah, Q is definitely our resident hippie. So I was a hippie wannabe. And you're younger than me, Q. You must have held on to that hippie thing for a while. Yep, that's what we're doing tonight, Q. That's funny. That's funny, Mike. That's too funny. All right. What we used to do is play quarters out in the smoking lounge at school. I went to Lake Howell High School. Oops, I just revealed. And we would, it was quarters and dollar joints before class and smoking lounge, the South. Yeah, I'm 2 years older than you, Q. But I do remember I had white vinyl go-go boots with a multicolored stripe up the top, that trim, almost like the guitar straps, but I had it on my boot. And then I had and I thought it was the hottest thing. It was a little top with matching shorty shorts, and it was smiley face, red and blue. Red smiley face, blue background. Da-na-na-na-na. Those were the days. I had my pink or my purple Schwinn bike that I had to build. My dad got it for me out of the dump, and I had to build that. I was 9, I think, when I did that. I had the big banana seat. I had the sissy bar on the back. I had the little things on the handlebars, the little streamers that you could put on your handlebars. And my seat was silver glitter. Silver glitter. Hey, Rudy Fern, how are you doing? Did you like where I put all the numbers in last week? Did you go check out that video? That was a good one. I know. Fern, we always try to wait for a few people. So it doesn't start right at 8. We do a little talky talk first because we got to check in with our friends, make sure everybody's doing all right. Oh, Spartan Dan, quick update. Speaking of friends, Spartan Dan, he's doing fine. He's doing fine. He's tired. He's been through a lot of tests, doing things, but he's fine. He's resting today. I just talked to him this afternoon. But I'll let him tell you what's going on as much as he wants to tell you. But he is doing fine. They gave him another pint of blood, I think, this afternoon. So hopefully he'll be back 99.9% because he's got to get out of that hospital to get any rest. So yeah, every time he says, yeah, I got this result, or I got that, or I had that test, it's like I was just getting to sleep. But he's doing fine. Just very, very tired. So anyway. All right, let's get started. Which band released the iconic album Led Zeppelin 4 in 1971? What band released the iconic album Led Zeppelin 4 in 1971? Vinny's scoring. Okay. And I will say again, like I said, I was out of town again. This is, my, December, January, February. It's my 3rd trip in 4 months. So I did use Chat GPT again, but they do kind of do a little bit of what I did. I did throw these silly, stupid questions in. I don't know. I don't know if that was Zoso or not. But yeah, I am using ChatGPT, and I swear, when I have time, I'll do my. Oh, but you can tell me. You can vote at the end. Say, oh, I like ChatGPT better or not. If you like me doing the heavy work and when I can, or if you want to have fun with ChatGPT, we can do that too. So, Rudy, I wrote 0 to 100 on trivia on, what was that date? I'll give you the date. But just because it's you, I wouldn't do this for anyone else at all. Just you, Fern. I believe it was March 6th. So if you go to March 6th, you'll see where I did 0 to 100. Yep. All right. So Vinny's on the board with 1. Question number 2. What 1970 hit song by The Doors was a cover of a song originally written by Jim Morrison? This is a stupid question. Ooh, Q's coming in hard. Woohoo! Ha ha! Way to go, Q. Awesome. Let's see. Oops. All right, question number 3. Which rock band released The Dark Side of the Moon in 1973? Which band released The Dark Side of the Moon, 1973? Nope, Benny got it first. Or did you? I need to change this. Yes. That's probably one of my favorite albums. I do like Dark Side of the Moon. Kimbers, that's me because I always have. I know it. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. You know. I know, Pink Floyd. You might be from Brighton. Is it people from Brighton that have that? Uh, no, the Cockney accent. Close enough. Next question. Who was the lead vocalist for Queen in the 70s? Lead vocalist for Queen in the 70s. Hike with Mike, you're on the board. All right. Vinny 2, Q1, Hike with Mike 1. All right. Moving on. Which 1975 album by Pink Floyd was a major commercial success? Which 1975 album by Pink Floyd was a major commercial success? And it wasn't really. Hike with Mike. No, this is written by ChatGPT, not me. Yeah, see, I would think so, Q. And I don't know how accurate this is. This is ChatGPT. I'd have to go through all of Pink Floyd's discography to on Wikipedia to see like which had the most sales. Let's see. Maybe we can just Google it. Which Pink Floyd album had the most sales? Ha! Man, I'm in a conundrum. Do we go with ChatGPT answer or do we go with The Dark Side of the Moon? Dark Side of the Moon was, according to AI Overview, is their bestseller. 45 million copies. The Wall was 30 million. Wish You Were Here, 23 million. I guess that's going to be it. Animals, 6.5. Division Bell, 12. So I guess we're going with Dark Side of the Moon. See, so go ahead and challenge me if you feel you might be right. Mike, I'm giving you the point. This is why I tell Chris I hate ChatGPT. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. Now, the university system has a plagiarism tool that they'll run stuff through. You challenge that one? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. ChatGPT always wrong. Always wrong. My handwriting, this is how I normally write. I took drafting. And then I actually drafted some when I was an engineer. Then it went computer. And so then I was a computer drafter. I did Integraph and also CAD. I was an engineer. So had to do that. Now my cursive handwriting, I look like a child. I was not a cursive person. I took drafting. And my dad, he also wrote in block letters because he was in engineering sales. Um, so he always wrote in block letters. I always wrote in block letters. My block letters aren't as nice as they used to be because they don't have to be. Hmm. Right, Kimbers? It's crazy. The older I get, the worse my handwriting gets. I have noticed that. No, I didn't chat GPT it. I AI overviewed it just with the Google, which Pink Floyd album has the most sales. And then it said Dark Side of the Moon had 45 million worldwide. And then you see Billboard 14 years running. And then the other notables are The Wall at selling second highest. So yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing. Do you hear my shoulder crack? I think I tore my rotator cuff. It hurts like a mofo. I think it's from driving. I did 2 long drives. I did a drive up to North Carolina, the Smoky Mountains, and back on Monday last week. And then Friday, drove 9 hours. Then Monday, 9 hours back. I don't know what's going on. So, all right. Moving on. Mike got that point. We'll just say that. Next question is oh, that's funny. And actually, the Chat GPT, this was a Chat GPT, and they gave me Wish You Were Here. Oops, I just gave you the answer for the next one. And Wish You Were Here wasn't even on any of the lists. Which 1976 album by the Ramones was their debut album? Which 1976 album by the Ramones was their debut album? Oh, man. Yeah, I've had surgery on my right shoulder. I got that because I regrouted an entire shower by hand with a box cutter because it was vintage 1950s tile. And I knew if I broke any of that tile, I would be in a world of hurt. So, all right. Do we want to get technical? Y'all vote. It was just the Ramones, not the Ramones. Who do we give the point to? Do we give it to Mrs. Hopkins, aka Martha, or do we give it to Mike? Who gets the point? Y'all vote. 1 for Martha, 2 for Mike. You're very generous, Mike. It's like our friend Bimbo. She used to hate if anyone said the Eagles. She's like, it's not the Eagles, it's Eagles. See, I'm blurring again, or is it my vision? But yeah, that killed my shoulder. But the good thing is, when I regrouted that bathroom, is that I was able to finish the job. I finished like regrouting everything. And I think it was day 1 or 2 of having finished the job. It was just curing. My shoulder totally locked up. I couldn't move it at all. They said that it took 3 of them to pull my shoulder out to be able to get the laparoscopic. And I had bruises where they'd put their feet. Somebody had put their feet on my side to get some leverage. It's crazy. Here you go, Rudy Fern. There you go. Hope you got it that time. All right, so Martha's on the board with a point. Congratulations, Martha. All right, so we got 2 for Benny, 2 for Hike with Mike, 1 for Hugh, and 1 for Martha. Now, if Simple Life was here, she'd be, tearing up everybody's butt. And I miss Leah. Now I'm getting concerned about Leah because this is week 2. Where is Leah? I might have to, I'm thinking about, I don't know. I need to find where Leah is because I'm concerned. Hopefully she's on a vacation, but I'm concerned. I got to keep up with people. Oh, and Renee, for those who don't know, Renee's Secret Garden, she's good too. She just had a little setback, but she's taking care of herself, getting some rest. But she's all right. All right. So next question. Who was the lead guitarist for the Rolling Stones in the 1970s? Who was the lead guitarist for the Rolling Stones in the 1970s? There you go. Hike with Mike. 3 points. I know some of these are kind of tricky. Hey, Camp G-May, I had just flashed this twice. Somebody wanted to see my handwriting. So, I always have my closing show notes here. Mick Taylor. Was it Mick Taylor? I cheated, G-May. I put, Martha, can you put Camp G-May's link down, please? Because you want to check out Camp G-May for some of I would say, the best live music concert, open mic, every Saturday night. Let's see. I know Keith used to be in the Faces. Thank you, Martha. But ChatGPT has been wrong once tonight. Just says Mick Taylor he joined in 1969, replacing Brian Jones. Damn. ChatGPT is killing me here. All right, I guess Camp G-May gets that point. Holy cow. ChatGPT needs to do better. Yeah, it was Brian Jones, Mick Taylor, then Keith Richards. Very good, G-May. Very, very good. Wow. I love proving ChatGPT wrong. Now I get to go harass my husband after the show, telling him how bad it was. We'll see if this one's right. It's risky. Which song by David Bowie was a hit in 1972 and became one of his signature tracks? which sung by David Bowie was a hit in 1972 and became one of his signature tracks. My life in 97 was pretty good. I was single, going going out dancing every weekend, looking fine, looking fine. So yeah, I was single. Single and willing to mingle. That was my life in 97. I'd go to this old person, not the oldest old person's club in Atlanta, that would be Johnny's Hideaway. The second oldest club in Atlanta for old people was the 57th Fighter Group at the second busiest airport in Atlanta, where Coca Cola and Home Depot, all those jets are. So I would dance there on weekends. And then, but then there was other clubs I'd go to, the Chamber, Bahama, it was Baja something, the Hole in the Wall, somewhere else, because those were also AOL days. So what I would do is I would call the clubs because we would start talking in our Atlanta room about where to go party. And they'd come up with a club. I'd be like, let me see what I can do. I'll get back with everybody. And I'd call the owner, manager, whoever, and I'd say, hey, I'm part of a huge AOL group. There are probably 100 of us. And what could you do for us if we come to your club? Because we're advertising. We're going to talk for a couple weeks about what a great time we had at your club. Your club's going to come up a lot in the Atlanta room chat. I would get no cover charge. I got no cover charge, a case of champagne one time. I would get kegs of beer, no cover charge. And then a friend of mine was a manager at Club, we called it Club Any Slime, but it was Club Anytime because it was open 24 hours. It was a members club. And so that's where all the restaurant workers, strippers, everybody would go after they got off work. I would go there because Steve was manager there. But yeah, I went to a lot of clubs in Atlanta back then. But I was never a drinker. I never drank. Just dance, have fun. Yeah. Wow, Mrs. Hopkins. How time flies, right? I married Chris in 98. Right. True, Vinny. And that. Let me get that. Where am I? Working at Schlotsky's. I had a coworker that loved Schlotsky's. Got real old after a while. It was all right. It was all right. A giant muffalata, I guess, kind of. But muffalata bread is better. Tampa, Florida in the 80s was a hotbed of heavy metal bands. It was good times. Yeah. I've been to Los Angeles. Has Mike been to Los Angeles? I've been to Los Angeles. I lived there. But that was in 80s, 80, 81. And then I also did a lot of work in Sacramento. So I lived there. I also worked in Lexington for like 6 months. The answer is, oh yeah, I didn't see it. Starman. So nobody got that point. And I would agree with that. Are we in agreement or no? Changes is pretty popular. Probably more popular with the later generation. But I would think Starman, 44 was great. That was probably the height of my career, Rudy. Rudy Fern. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Because you came in first with Fern just Fern. And since I had a female friend named Fern, sorry for the assumption there. My apologies. Yeah, so what do you think? Is ChatGPT correct or no? I think it would be Starman because that's kind of like, right? Built his persona up, kind of. Or would that be Ziggy Stardust? Oh, okay. I like the name Fernando. I like the song Fernando. So we're just going to say screw GPT and move on to the next question. ABBA. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. I hope it's not because you're bullheaded, though. Oh, I do have a bullheaded art piece by Howard Finster. All right, moving on. Which legendary rock band's album Born to Run was released in 1975? They're all legendary. 73, 75. Hey, Eddie, how's it going? I'm glad I got a chance to chat with you this week, Eddie. It's always fun, always interesting. Always good to catch up. I just feel like there was too much time in between our little, you know, conversations there. Yes, Hike with Mike got that one first. Very good. I do have pen and paper because I'm keeping score, Fernando. And thanks for letting me know your real name. I love it. Yeah, I never saw him. I it's only later that I got to appreciate him. I didn't like him in the 80s and then the 70s. He grew on me as years went on. For sure. For sure. All right. Moving on. Next question. Which British rock band released A Night at the Opera in 1975 featuring the epic song Bohemian Rhapsody? Ooh, didn't even finish. Way to go, Vinny. Coming in quick. Coming in quick. All right, moving on to the next one. Since your fingers are all warmed up. What was the name of the famous 1977 album released by Fleetwood Mac? 1977 album released by Fleetwood Mac. Ooh, Vinny. Vinny. Wait. Did I give... I didn't give you your point. So Vinny's at 5. Q's at 1. Hike with Mike is at 4. Martha's at 1. And Camp G May's at 1. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Y'all kill me. Do you say Herb because there's a effing H in it? Do y'all ever see Eddie Izzard? I think he's a brilliant comedian. He's so funny. He's so funny. That was what was that from Dress to Kill? I had every stand-up CD he ever did, and I did, we got to see him live in Atlanta. He's so dang funny. And I like him because it's like intellectual, a lot of world history and just interesting stuff that he makes fun of. That's why I like Eddie Izzard. All right, next question. Which band released the album Hotel California in 1976? Which band released the album Hotel California? Vinny is on it again. Ah, Q. I love you, Q. That was a great try. It's hard, man. That's right. But you know what Chat GPT did? Where are they? Chat GPT said the Eagles. A little too close. The Eagles. We're picky about certain things here. But we do like the word moist. Moist, moist, moist. Because you can't say it 3 times without a little chuckle. That was also another Bimbo Barbarella thing. So I'd kind of make a point to say moist in a lot of my cooking videos. I still do. Moist Eagles. Oh, yes. Nothing like a moist eagle. I had some dried turkey today. I think most moist eagles would be better than dried turkey. But I did have Kewpie mayonnaise to put on it and pesto. It was delish. So it did need some doctoring. That's funny, Q. Oh gosh. All right. Did I even give you a point? And was that Vinny again? I gotta go back. Yes, of course. Used to work for Delta Airlines in Tampa Airport, where all the celebrities hid from the public. I met a lot of interesting. Yeah, my ex used to work for Delta. No, he worked for Eastern. Never mind. Oh, I won't tell that story. I will not. But I love Delta. That's who I fly all the time. I have 233,000 sky miles with them. Or is it 330,000 sky miles with them? I need to fly. Oh, yeah. Atlanta has a new, huge, like ridiculous lounge for Delta. Oh my gosh. It's insane. It is really insane. And it's huge. Did I say huge? It's huge. There are YouTube videos on it. And then my dad's scout leader worked for Delta. He would go from city to city and he would open up terminals. So, and he last lived in Orlando. I remember when Orlando International Airport was merged with McCoy Air Force Base. And all Orlando International Airport was a curb, like a drive-in. You would drive one way, and there was a curb, and there was a metal kind of, we called them breezeways in Florida, a metal overhang. In case it was raining, you got out there and you got your bags out, and then they had this little outdoor, like they have now outside airports. They have the little thing where you can check bags or go in and do the desk thing. And they just had that little outdoor check bag thing, and then you walked over the tarmac and up the stairs and into the plane. Yeah, but I've been flying Delta since I was 10. The mile. Yeah, I never tried the Mile High Club. Not me. Not me. That's a major offense. I think that's felony charge if you get caught. But I love airports, airplanes, anything like that. Motley Crue. Oh my gosh. I bet it was a good time. I bet they were crazy. They kind of rowdy, tearing stuff up kind of people. That is wild. Moving on. Who was the lead singer of The Who during the 1970s? Who was the lead singer of The Who during the 1970s? Ah, good one. Very good. Hike with Mike. Oh, what kind of music do y'all like listening to on road trips? We listened to The Who on our way back. I made Chris, he's never heard Prism. I made him play some Prism. He started to play Grand Illusion. I was like, no. He'd play Crystal Ball or Equinox. I think he ended up playing Crystal Ball. Yeah, it was Crystal Ball he ended up playing. But on the way down, we listened to a lot of R&B, Afrobeat. I like funk. So he'll put in funk, and that'll always play a lot of Parliament Funkadelic, George Clinton, James Brown, um, Curtis Mayfield. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff when I'm driving. Yeah, that's the only thing though, Mrs. Hopkins. Like some of those songs though, on the way back, listening to like the rock stuff, push a pedal to the metal. I start driving too fast. I gotta watch it. So I try and put it on cruise control. But oh yeah, that's interesting. I don't know a lot of those band members because I don't know. I didn't like the glam rock so much. Um, and I didn't like who was it? I never got into Bon Jovi or any of that stuff. Like anything that girls kind of idolized and were drawn to, I was repelled from that. Like the even with actors like the Brad Pitt and no, no. George Clooney, I just but I came to respect Brad Pitt because then I realized, oh, he was in the movie California with a K, but I'd still never pay to go see any of his movies. George Clooney, loved him in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I think that may be the only movie I've seen of his. But yeah, I was never into that fangirl thing. Ronnie James Dio, Tommy by the Who. Oh, who got that? Did I give Mike Hike with Mike? Did I give you that point? I don't think so. That was 6 for you, 7 for Vinny, 1 for Q, 1 for Martha, 1 for Camp G May. Oh wow. I'm trying to think if I ever saw Def Leppard. I don't think I did. Fraggle Rock, Eddie. You were not. Because Eddie's always singing rock songs in his videos. So that's funny. I know better, Eddie. Right? California. I got addicted to that movie, Kimbers. And I watched it probably 3 times. And then I think it was one of my nephews or somebody was like, oh, yeah, it's Brad Pitt. I'm like, what? I had no idea that was Brad Pitt. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. But it is a good movie. Was that the one where Julia Lewis sang, do your balls hang low? Do they probably to and fro? I think that was. I think it was. I can't remember. It's been a while. I'd love to see that movie again. Uh-huh. Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. Yeah, Julia Lewis was really good in that as well. David Duchovny. I forget the other female actress in that. I'd probably go, who? Who is that? Really? That was her? I didn't even know what Britney Spears looked like until they did the whole Free Britney thing. I'm so bad with that stuff, I tell you. All right. It's amazing I even do trivia. All right, moving on. Which band is known for the 1971 hit song American Woman? Which band is known for the 1971 hit song American Woman? Vinny got that one. But technically, it's the Guess Who. No. I won't do that to you. Kimbers is like, yeah, the. Julia Lewis shaved her head. When did she do that? Oh, you're talking about Britney. Yeah. I remember hearing about that. I don't think I ever saw her with her shaved head. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That's right. I do remember that, Martha. All right, next question. Vinny's got 8. Hike with Mike, 6. Q1, Martha 1, Camp G May 1. Benny, how are you doing, girl? I saw you had a short I need to go look at. I know. I've been catching up. I've been traveling. I just got back this week from your least favorite place in the US. So, yeah, Brittany has issues, unfortunately. Hey, kick it, Benny. Kick the shit out of it. I love you, Benny. Something. I wish to unsubscribe to your issues. That's what I say. I don't do issues. I unsubscribe to issues. Some say that about me, Vinny. You know who says that I'm off my meds all the time is Clowny. Clowny says that I'm off my meds all the time. And he also calls me Sleazy Street with Jen, but that's a whole nother story. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. All right. Which 1971 album by the Rolling Stones was one of their most successful? Now, here we go with ChatGPT again. They're going to screw me over. Ugh, your meds are off me. Ooh, look at Q coming in with a honky tonk woman. Yeah, Benny, I don't know. Everybody's pointing out that I seem to have a long history with different clowns and some kind of obsession, fascination with them. Well, Clowny, having an aversion to Clowny, that's a good aversion to have. Many more people should, especially women. Women aren't safe around him. All right. Vinny, that's what they're saying. Sticky fingers. So now we have to Google to find out if it's true because ChatGPT lies. Let's see. Who is it? Who are we talking about? Rolling Stones. And I have the t-shirt. I should know. Uh, Sticky Fingers, 22 million copies worldwide. Oh, but close to that is Let It Bleed by, I mean, it's just a tad, like 2,300 less than Sticky Fingers. Then Aftermath at 20. Some girls, almost 21. Some girls I'll round it up, 19,000. Tattoo You 17. Out of Their Heads 17. Beggar's Banquet 16. Goat's Head Soup, we'll just say 12.5. I'm gonna guess. You think Tattoo You is Bridges to Babylon and Steel Wheels are at the bottom. Emotional Rescue is at the bottom. Some Girls was 4. Did I say that? Oh yeah. Some Girls, I did not like that album when it first came out. It grew on me. Like Bruce Springsteen grew on me. It took a while. We don't play that. That's right, Benny. That is right. I'm going to pin this one. I love this. I'd love it if you'd come by and see it. Maybe you'll see it later. Google proper things, right, Mrs. Hopkins? I love that. I'm going to have to tell Chris that. He's going to love it. Really, Mike? I mean, they did a lot of covers, a lot of Willie Dixon. You know, I know it's crazy to think of him as 81 years old, and then he had that heart attack and had that surgery, and he came out of that, and he did that dance thing, getting ready for his uh, uh, concert. And then when did I see? I saw Aerosmith and Kiss, and dang, Steven Tyler was doing flips on the catwalk. Hand over foot, landing on his feet, and he also got on some ladder and swung from one side because it was a kind of a shaped stage, and then a catwalk in the middle. And he was swinging on that dang rope ladder from side to side. These guys are crazy and fit. I mean, they're just so crazy fit. But that's what dancing does to you, all that activity. Has anyone seen the Toxic Twins? There's a short that I saw the other day where they were messing with each other. What's his name? I'm so tired. Steven Tyler and lead guitarist. They were just messing with each other on stage, kissing, like surprise kiss. The guitarist was down there. Was it Perry playing the guitar, doing a solo, and Perry Steven Tyler is up there over him with the scarves, like waving him in his face and getting him in his way. Steve Perry, thank you. It was so dang funny. Oh yeah, I agree, Eddie. I like them. Now I love Toys in the Attic, but why Toys? We'll get there. Why Toys in the Attic didn't get any number one hits is beyond me. Beyond me. And I probably shouldn't have said that because, yeah, Steve Perry's Journey, Joe Perry's, yeah, that's messed up. Oh, Steve Perry, greatest vocalist ever. Is that Jennifer or Simple Life that was Journey's biggest fan? Yeah, how can that happen, Benny? I guess they did under Tina Turner when she sang um, Rollin'. Wow, really hike with Mike. That's amazing. He could hit some notes though. He really did well. All right, so Sticky Fingers, who got that point? That was Vinny again. So you're up to 10, Vinny? Man, 10. All right. Which iconic rock band had a hit in 1970 with the Long and Winding Road? Which iconic rock band had a hit in 1970 with the Long and Winding Road? There's Vinny. Yeah, I don't see you're a high tenor. I was a tenor in middle school. I sang second soprano in school choir, but in church I sang tenor. Actually, that craziness. And I should sing more. I really should. Because it's just good for you. Good for your lungs, good exercise, keeps you going, get your mood up. Oh, Benny, you have a great voice, but you have a deep voice like I do. You sing more in the keys that I would sing. And I still say your cover of Creep is awesome. It's my favorite cover of that song ever by anyone, ever. You did that so well. Gave me the chills. You'll have to dig deep, folks, but check out Benny Loco's uh, cover of Creep. And where are your... can I do this and come back? I'm afraid to go live on YouTube and then come back. It says I can go to your channel, and I know I'll probably stick with the live, but I don't want to lose it. Money. Oh, I hate. Oh, my shoulder. Ah, fudge. Here is the cover of Creep by Benny Loco. I think I remember that vaguely, Eddie. Yeah, it's hard to believe I've known you since your Mexico trip. Was that 20? When were you that? What were you, 3 or 6 months in Mexico? I think that's when I first hooked up with you, Eddie. Right? I am too, Benny. Music makes me happy. Oh, wow. So, Mike, when are you going to go on Camp G Maze and do do an open mic with him? I'd love to see that. 'Cause they have all kinds of people over at G May. And I don't know if I've explained G Maze to you, Like, what's coming up next? I think Flower Fest is coming up next, but they've done Country Fest, Stoner Fest, Funk Fest. They did Metal Fest. You would have loved that. Go back and look at Camp G May's Metal Fest, man. Especially Jade Star from Australia. Holy cow, what a show. That was insane, insane, insane. And this is all done live. It is totally insane. And Emperor, he's from Finland. He's an incredibly talented musician, as is G May, Chris Lane, Axon Nacho out of Canada. They're usually there. Mike, forgetting some names, Benny. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Bjork is kind of in my range too. You're on many live. That's cool, Fernando. I love that for you. All right. Next question. What was the title of the 1976 album by Bob Dylan that included the song Hurricane? What was the title of the 1976 album by Bob Dylan that included the song Hurricane? And I think you said, Mike, isn't that on YouTube? Oh yes. Oh, wait. There's a band called Here I Go Again. There is the trailer to Here I Go Again. And here is I think, oh, this is an ad. Is that, oh yeah, it's sponsored. So it's probably going to be, there are movie clips of it. There's a behind the scenes. Opening sequence. I know it's available on Amazon apparently, or was. I don't know if it still is. Here I go again, when Tampa rocked the 80s. Yeah, so if you have Amazon, that would be where you'd find that. Now, I think it's playing on Amazon, but I don't know what's weird. I went to look on IMDb because I know that was a place where I could look for where to watch. And then the last time I went on IMDb, I couldn't find that. Oh, hair. Oh, see, the stupidest little move, man, just puts me in so much pain. Ron Keel, Eddie Trunk. Photos, cast. What do you have to? Oh, rent to buy. It's sorry, Prime Video, $3.99. That's where you can watch it. So that's the deal on that one. That's okay, Mike. That's okay. We like to support musicians here. We do like to support musicians here. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate it. All right, back to trivia. Uh, which rock band released Bat Out of Hell? I'm not even going to say the year. Oh, did we get the we didn't get the last question, did we? Did y'all know the Dylan answer? I'm moving ahead of myself. Sorry. I swear I have ADHD in my old age. So I will squirrel it all day long. Intruder, blood on the tracks, no. That is not correct. So nobody knew that answer. Desire was answered. The 76 album by Dylan that included a song Hurricane Desire. Yeah, I know it, Benny, but I'm having fun. I'm just having fun. So, then he got meatloaf. I told my mother-in-law, she said she has that, like, she thinks she has adult ADHD too, but we both had head trauma. I think that's what it is. She was in the medical field, so she could think on her feet like, emergency type stuff like crazy. And I was like that too, but not so much anymore. I can't even cook a meal without saying, where was I? What was I doing? I have a friend in Fort Lauderdale, and he's been traveling and going to every weekend concert that Dylan does. It's crazy. Debt trauma. That's tough, man. Eddie, be glad you're in Colombia because debt trauma here, everybody has debt trauma these days. We're oldish. It happens. Yes, true, Benny. It does indeed. Next question. What was the title of David Bowie's 77 album, which featured the song Sound and Vision? What was Bowie's 77 album that featured Sound and Vision? Mike, what are you retracting there? No, it wasn't Fame. One Heroes. But is Chat GPT right or wrong? It was remastered. Oh, this is messed up. Because there is an album called Sound and Vision. I did not know that. And there's the song Sound and Vision. So what was the album? Sound and Vision. GPT is going to drive me nuts. Hey, you're tripping, Benny. Yeah, I with Mike. I think it nipped me in the butt this year. Nipped me in the arse. All right, so it says it's low, but all of that is wrong. Which classic rock song by Aerosmith released in 1973 became a major hit? Which classic rock song by Aerosmith released in 73 became a major hit? Ooh, Vinny. Very good. But Aerosmith, "Toys in the Attic" should have had number one hits. It never had a one. Aerosmith never had a number one hit till Run DMC "Walk This Way." True story. True story. Mm. Spartan Dan just messaged me saying to everybody, enjoy, enjoy. So I don't know if he's in the bushes or not, but if so, we love you, Dan, and we miss you very much. But you work on getting better. Mellotron on that song, yes, yes, there was. Oh, there was an article. I got it. Sorry, I'm going to drive you all nuts. So there was an article this week or last week in one of our local Atlanta news things. Georgia Tech has it's a group that comes together from around the world that invents new musical instruments. Oh my gosh. It's insane. So they had this guy from France that was there, and he was a flautist. So he took like a flute like instrument, but he has all these hoses going a bunch of places. He may have more than one flute set up. And he said he could make something like 800 combinations with this. It was insane. Insane. But Georgia Tech music instrument inventor, something. Insane, insane. I'll just tell you. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. Very impressive. But I would love, wouldn't it be great if I could go to one of those things? I don't know if I could get in, but I would love to. I would love to. Which 1978 album by Van Halen was their debut album? What 1978 album by Van Halen was their debut album? Very good, Vinny. Did you own it? Did you own that album, Vinny? Nope. Nope. Who is the main songwriter and frontman for the band Genesis in the 70s? Who is the main songwriter and frontman for the band Genesis in the 70s? When they were good. Yes, Vinny. Vinny's taking it away. Oh my gosh. Which 1975 album by Led Zeppelin is considered a landmark in their career, known for its mix of hard rock and folk influences? Which 1975 album by Led Zeppelin is considered a landmark in their career, known for its mix of hard rock and folk? Nope. Number are we on? Holy cow. Oh, we got three more questions after this. Physical graffiti is correct, Vinny. What song by ABBA released? Here we go. What song by ABBA was released in 1974 won the Eurovision Song Contest? What song by ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest? Vinny, I know you're a big ABBA fan. I read it on the bathroom wall. Oh, did I give the point? Oh, yeah. Vinny got that point. I know, Vinny. I'm going to give all your secrets away. Hmm. Very good, Martha. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Uh, which band formed in 76 is known for the punk rock anthem Anarchy in the UK? I don't think it was just in the UK, but all right. Which band formed in 76 is known as punk rock anthem Anarchy in the UK? Yes, Mrs. Hopkins. Bimbo would be very proud, Martha. Very proud. All right. So I think that's it. And of course, Vinny won 17 to Mike had 6, Martha 3, Camp G May 1, Q 1. Kimbers, we love you. I should give you a point anyway, just for attendance. Well, that'll put you on the board, Kimbers. All right, Vinny, are you ready for your prize? You ready to see what you won? Speaking of bathrooms, yeah, Vinny's pretty dang good. So you want the sticky meat? Oh my God. No, we got to leave the sticky meat on the wall to see how long the sticky meat's going to stay on the wall. This is sticky meat, Benny Loco. It's a rubber burger. A rubber burger? What was that from? Was that oh, there was a rubber biscuit. Was there a rubber burger? Was that what was that? Yeah, that's what a Simple Life won last week, and she got the rubber burger. But the patty's the only thing that stuck on the wall. We tried throwing the lettuce on the wall this week, but it's behind the sofa with a slice of onion, the rubber onion. But Vinny, here's your prize this week, taken from a bathroom in Florida when I was down there. I had to I pulled it off because, nobody should see this, but I don't think I've given this prize, have I? Have you won the Clowny, the world's only bona fide hype clown sticker? Had you won that before yet? You go check that out, clowny.net. But yeah, I hope you don't have a fear of clowns like Benny, my dear Benny. So, yeah, you'll pass on that. I don't know. Are you passing on it because you might have a DNA test coming, Vinny? Is that it? I mean, you can fess up. We're not going to hate you. But I think maybe Vinny's running from responsibility here. And that's what it's all about. Oh my gosh. All right. So Kimbers, you're starting a channel as well. Can we work on dropping links? Eddie Toro, he travels. He's amazing. Love Eddie. We are we're buddies. Eddie is an unbelievably upstanding gentleman. And we were actually going to go visit Eddie in Colombia, in Medellin, this year, but we ended up not. Eddie, that's your latest video. That was when you were in Nepal last year at Kathmandu for Holi. That was fun. Where they throw all the bright colored powder and stuff. That's what that video is. So you have Benny's link. We have Kimber's 58, who is, well, she has one video. Kimber's, can you work on that? It's gonna be late to share it. Are you kidding? All right. This is where Kimber lives. Nepal and Holi. I mean, Kathmandu looked way better to me than India. I think I would be a more of a not Kathmandu, Nepal person. But I'd like to see southern India a little bit more, Goa and all those areas. Oh, you post on community. That's cool, Kimbers. Mrs. Hopkins. Mrs. Hopkins. Did you put your link out, girl? Mrs. Hopkins. Or as she was affectionately known as Hoppy Hopkins by Miss Bimbo Barbarella. Oh, I like your new. Is that a new avatar for you, photo? For you, Mrs. Hopkins? Because I like it. I like it a lot. YouTube doesn't make it easy to share links anymore. What is up with that? Oh my gosh. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to post your Minnesota trip. I loved the Minnesota trip because I've never been up to that part of the country. And that was just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's really cute, Mrs. Hopkins. I really love that. Yeah, just don't go there during the pollution months. Right, Eddie? Oh my gosh. That was so sad. So sad. Hike with Mike. We need to get your channel up here. Hike with Mike. Qstead Q, we did at the beginning of the show. Qstead Q, she does gardening. You know, there are 2 Hike with Mikes. I need to go back and look at your avatar. That's what I thought it was. Hike with Mike. Butterflies and azaleas. And I need to figure out why I'm not getting notified of any of your videos. 5 days ago. Why am I not getting notified? So frustrating. Unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the notification bell for all. And Fern, where did Fern go? Fern has a little channel over there, but she I looked at her channel. Fern also lost a channel. Rudy Fern with autism. Or he. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fernando. I'm so sorry. It just throws me off. I had that dear friend. And here we go with Fern Rudy Fern. All right. And there, I think we have everyone's all right, Benny. You and Rand have a good weekend. Love you. Yeah, you stay safe too. Stay safe. That's awesome, Eddie. I like the Southern Indian food down there too. I think a little bit more. Let's put a Simple Lives tag up too. She probably had something going on tonight. A Simple Life channel. So that's why I did a lot of research with my channel name. Wanted to be Zen Jen or something. But see, I can't even find Simple Life. I'd have to go to my subscriptions. But because there were so many dupes on that, I went through a lot of names before I picked what I did. Definitely wasn't my first choice. But I wanted to make a name that was easy to find and hard to confuse. Oh, it's a simple, happy life. Okay, so she has not done the she has not done the metal. Oh, did y'all go and look at the metal? Um the metal voice thing? The voice warm up for metal video that we posted. That was hilarious. I know, you know what's funny? Renee's Secret Garden. She spends a lot of time in bed because she's still healing from her bone marrow transplant. But she got such a big kick out of that. But she said she was laying in bed trying to do that, the scales. That was funny. What'd you think, Vinny? It's pretty funny, isn't it? Oh, no problem, Eddie. You have a good night, Benny. Yeah. Yeah. I love what was it called again? That was so funny. Death metal warm up. Mrs. Hopkins is mentioned in a song. Who is that band again? Mrs. Hopkins. You want to drop their link in there where you were mentioned? I love that song though. I forget the band, I forget the song name, but I do love it. It's a great song, only made greater because your name is in it. Uh, is that one y'all did? Is that your band? Who was that? Drop the link and I'll tell you. But it was wasn't it kind of like a punk ska type song, I think, which I like too. I like punk ska, but I'm not very yes, Dan's Swedish friends. Yes. See, now if Hunter was here, he'd be jealous that Dan has Swedish friends because Hunter likes pickled fish. No, not ABBA. Not ABBA. It's a ska. Wouldn't you say they're ska punk kind of in that genre, Mrs. Hopkins? What was the name of the band? I like the video too. The video was a lot of fun. So I give the song a 10 and the video a 10 and your name being mentioned a 10. Oh no, Mrs. Hopkins. Bring it next week. Bring it next week. Do you remember the name of the song or anything? It wasn't a Swedish name. It was an American, English name. Yeah. I did like them. When Bjorn, blanking out. I know. Where's Dan when you need him? Where is Dan the man when you need him? Ask your mom. It's somewhere deep in my history, although I think it popped up not too long ago again, um, which I was surprised. So I had to watch it again. So things do circle back around. Bimbo stuff has been circling around lately. It just popped up. So anyway. All right. Well, Fern with autism left me a message. Fernando, thank you. On one of my videos, I think. But anyway, any good plans this weekend? I'm harvesting all my garden. Hoping everybody stays safe from these storms that are going to come through. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough here in the South. Lots of tornadoes and stuff. Georgia, probably Northeast Georgia, will probably get hit with tornadoes because it's like Tornado Alley there. Was that Rome, Georgia, that area? Always a tornado. Yeah. 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 And then a cold front. I'm like, what the heck? You had 70-degree weather. You'll see in my video tomorrow, like everything's blooming. And then, yeah, hopefully we don't get hail that knock blossoms off my stuff. That would be tough. But it's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of bad storms. So here, I think it's supposed to be overnight or early morning Sunday. But yeah. Oh, here it was great too. I'm in shorts and t-shirts, and I have been all week. So, oh, Dizdtor, there you go. Dizdtor, fantastic. Was the name? Yes. Yeah, that was awesome. Love that. Dizdtor. Fun video, fun song. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So, all right. Well, I think we'll end there. Everybody can go check out Dizdtor and enjoy your weekend. Like I said, I'll have a gardening video tomorrow. You can see what's happening down here in the South. I think I have a video already scheduled. I'll move that out. And again, we're done finally with, I think that 2 more videos and we'll be done with the San Juan, Puerto Rico trip and then moving on to other vacation trips, non-vacation trips, whatever. And I have some work that I did down in Florida. I've been looking for proof of what happened in Val Verde with Clowney. I was down in Florida, and you'll see some shorts. I've got some shorts coming this week, and you'll see some of the work I did down there. But yeah, I'm still calling for any videos with proof of Clowney getting in trouble in Val Verde. So that's what I'm looking for. So any Spanish speakers out there, feel free to, let everybody know if they're looking for that. We're looking for video proof of Clowney getting in trouble in Val Verde and to send it to me so I can broadcast it. Because, I'm working through my issues, like my therapist said. You have a great weekend too, and give all those. How many dogs do you have, Eddie? Like 10? Give all those dogs lots of loving for me. Lots of loving. See, I wish I'd gone to Medellin Christmas and just so I could love your dogs. I would be in heaven, absolute heaven. Oh no. Mrs. Hopkins, if you want Chris to try and help, just let me know. You have my phone number. You know how to contact me. And let me know. I can ask him if he knows, but I don't know if they have any he has any special tools he can do with that. But let me know. He can walk you through it. So he just on this trip he had to do a lot of updates to a computer too. So a lot of updates. I mean, it took, I don't know, half a day or a day to do all the updates his computer needed. So he's used to being my little geek hoe. 15 pooches. Yep. Eddie, they rescue pooches. So takes in strays, just like me. Eddie took me in too. He's stuck with me for life. Uh, anyway, love y'all. Take care. Be good. Have a great weekend. Do something special for yourself. You especially, Kimbers. Love you. But love you all. So y'all take care. We'll see you later. Take it easy. I need to use that ending line more. So, all right. I just try to not be too cheesy. Like with the like, subscribe, share crap. I don't have that big of an ego. It's hard for me to be like that. Yeah, fart to you too, Vinny. I'll write it on the bathroom wall. Is that Vinny farted this day? All right, love y'all. Bye.